Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll set up a throw. Try to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Deuce.
They'll drop the throw. Complete. It's Johnson. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Watch the screen. Pass.
Second and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first down throw for Brissett. He's got it at the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Here we go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Play fake, Brissett. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Brissett to throw on first. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and lift a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? The first down carry here for Johnson. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They're going to look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 6. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
The good old cover three defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go play action with Brissett. He'll buy some time right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to send this one. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action now, Brissett. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. I'm coming.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Brissett. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On third down, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready, ready. Go 50 against the must. For you. I'm coming after you.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
11 yards there, first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Now Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's got his man on the out route.
Complete to number 89. It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 6.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gray. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Here we go. Touchdown. Right there. All right. Here we go. Let's go, V. Let's go. All right, let's get there. Watch the safety creep.
Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Check 15. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
Second and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 yards there, first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Set from the gun on 3rd. Being chased out left. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll get 7 out of it, but it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Running from the gun, Johnson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 12 yards. Brings up 3rd and 6.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Still going. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hatch it.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. It's good, and it's 21-10. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This one out quickly to Westbrook. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Check in. You're trapped. Front.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Brissett. He's got Burton here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Brissett sets to throw it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.